Tricey lovers, what's up, Tricey lover? All right, y'all. I want to come talk to y'all today about managing debt. And look here. I know I wanted to do a face record video thingy, but look, y'all, things are changing for me a lot. It's changing for me a lot because I'm managing some debt, and I honestly, I'm trying to really, y'all, pull myself up out of some debt that I have gotten myself into. So I'm more busy. I'm on my hustle. I've got stuff to do. Even though, a lot of people might sit back and be like, she ain't doing nothing, or she's so busy and ain't really. Look here. So sorry that I can't run down every minute of my life, but I'm busy getting some stuff together for me and my family. So we won't face homelessness and face all these other things because we need to manage some debt. Now, before I dive too deep into this conversation, let me introduce myself and my brand. I am Tricey, Patrice Langford, the founder of Tricey Love. Tricey Love is a personal development brand created to help women heal, set boundaries, and build confidence through relatable, faith-rooted tools. I create digital workbooks, journals, and courses that speaks directly to Black women, y'all. When I say I'm so pro-Black woman, so single mom, the Black single moms. Look, this is what I do this for. Especially single moms and women of color who are tired of shrinking in spaces that don't see them. Tricey Love is about transforming your mindset, protecting your peace, and becoming the real you without any apology. So now that y'all know a little bit about my brand, let me just tell y'all a little bit about me and my backstory before I dive too deep in this conversation. So I want to say this past month or two, I've been struggling with debt, trying to keep up my household, trying to keep up my transportation, trying to keep up my businesses. Look here, y'all. But trying to juggle all those things and grow relationships, friendships, family, all that stuff, it's been taking a toll. And some areas have not been getting managed correctly or as good as I would want them to. But like I say, I'm a single mom. Not to make no excuse, but I'm giving myself grace. I'm giving myself mercy. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people want us to be super strong and handling it all and figuring it all out, which I believe I've been doing a good job at it. However, things get heavy. But me falling behind on some things on my end, now I have to look at and face and talk about. Not only I like talking about it because I'm in it, I have to do it, so it's like, hey, let's talk about it. I know I'm not alone struggling with managing some debt or even having to manage debt. How does that look? Where did we start? Where did we go? You get what I'm saying? What are we going to do? What's our first move? If you was to be drowning in debt, what's going to be your first move? So that's why I want to talk about it. I feel like this conversation is important. Just so people can know you are not alone. It's nothing to be ashamed of. And we are human. We are all here trying to figure it out. Look. Yes, baby. My bad. I had to get my baby boy. But I feel like I'm talking so fast because I'm super passionate about this, because This is not my first time having to manage that, pull myself up out of it. I just feel like, we all are on certain levels. We can't look at the next and be like, and downplay our struggles or downplay what we have to do because we're looking at someone else's blessings. So that's my thing. My first thing is, like I say, y'all, always count them blessings and focus on what you need to do. Okay, let's just dive into it. Y'all. So managing debt. I got just 3 pointers down here on what I'm going to do. Because like I say, I'm in this situation like right now. Anyway, so the first thing I have down here is I have to have an understanding. I got to evaluate why my money is decreasing. Determine what's causing my debt. Understand my numbers. How much debt I'm in. What's the total overall. And which one needs the most attention. Okay, once I have discovered that and I have an understanding of my debt, of what I got to do, or what's all my negative numbers and all that, then I can make me a list. I make me a list. I'm listing out everything. I'm listing out all my bills, all my outings, all my expenses, my children needs, the upkeep of my transportation, food, debit, like all my debt. I said debit. But all my debt. I'm listing all those out because I just feel like when you can see your numbers and you can track your numbers, you learn how to manage a little bit different. Y'all, I'm literally walking myself through this process again, and I want to share as much as I possibly can. I want to share in hopes of maybe someone who sees this video, hear this video, or even just hear my story. They get inspired. They get inspired like, I can do this. I ain't alone. Just know, I don't believe I'm perfect. And I don't believe no one is perfect. And we all face challenges. We face challenges in life. I feel like every level. Every level we hit, every level we conquer, we're going to face a challenge. In saying that, we must know that God blessed us with peace, love, and joy. And that's no matter how things look, no matter how much debt we in, no matter what problems we're going through, no matter what challenges we face, God granted us some peace, love, and joy. So utilize those tools. And just know that what God blesses with, can't nobody take. Even with all them bills. And I have to tell myself this. That's why I'm sharing it. Can't nobody take anything that God has blessed us with. Okay, now the third thing I got down here is get a plan in place. Once you have made an understanding, evaluated all your numbers, you made you a list, you understand your list, you see your numbers, you see what's going on, what you got to do, make a plan. Get a plan in place. How much is everything? Do you have any deadlines? Do you have any resources you can lean on? How long is your grace periods? Make some plans. If it's weekly plans, daily plans, monthly plans, yearly plans, like we gotta make some plans. Make a plan, make it clear, and simplify it. Simplify it to baby steps. Little bitty baby steps. Okay, I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get up in the morning, then I'm gonna go, whatever. Simplify it down for you and then execute. And look, y'all, I'm saying this because look here. I'm telling myself this. But I'm telling myself this on video. In hopes, like I say, in hopes that, it really helps somebody else out. Because, hey, it's helping me. Now, with those 3 pointers being said, let's talk about the hard part. The hard part is not understanding your numbers or your debt. The hard part is not making a list and seeing it visually. The hard part is not even coming up with a plan. Well, it could be a little challenging, but a hard part ain't coming up with a plan. The hard part for me sometimes can be just sticking to the plan. Well, let me say this. I want to talk about the hard part. And the part that I be fucking up on. Because hey, I ain't, like I say, I am not perfect. And I want y'all to kick it with me and chill with me now. Let me get this off my chest. Because I'm over here managing some debt or trying to manage more debt. Trying to get more clear. Nah, y'all know I done made that video. I made so many videos. I'm going to tag some videos down below, y'all. Because I made a few videos. But for me, the hard part is sticking to the plan. It's sticking to the plan and then trusting the process. Look, if y'all haven't checked out my video, the conversation that I had about trusting the process and sticking to the plan, y'all have to check that out. Like I said, I'm going to tag a few of them down below. Stick to the plan. And when I say everything tries to detour you from that plan. And look, I'm a firm believer. Okay, I am a firm, and when I say firm, I mean very, very firm believer that once you believe something, then you'll see it. Not that I gotta see it to believe it bullshit. No. You have to believe it first, and then you'll see it. And when you trying to stick to a plan, and that plan start working against you, baby, that's the worst, okay? It's the worst. That's why it's so important to have faith. It's so important to have faith in your plan and you believe in your plan. Because your plan is going to be tested. Your plan is going to be tested. And when I say, it is really hard trusting the process sometimes. That's when we start to really bet on ourselves. When you're ready to start trusting the process, you ready to make some bets on yourself and see them through. Make a bet. Make a promise to yourself. Then be your own hero. And you start by trusting yourself. Y'all, go check out them videos. I'm about to go ahead and skedaddle. Go check out them videos. Y'all already know I appreciate y'all for joining the conversation. If you stayed this long, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Y'all, comment down below how you manage that. Give us some tips. All right? Also, can y'all please go subscribe to my website, TriceyLove.com. Go subscribe so you can stay updated with Tricey Love. All right? Bye, y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I will catch y'all in my next one. Deuces.